Good morning students, myself Jyoti Rathore and here I am with my new video and new lesson for class 9 social studies. So children, from our geography we are starting our 4th chapter and you are thinking so that ma'am why you are not teaching 3rd chapter, because children 3rd chapter drainage, this is your from your deleted portion. Okay, first second we have completed, third is deleted, now this is our 4th chapter climate. So let us pay attention on the chapter, very important chapter from your exam point of view also, it is very important, clear? And after few days only you will have your next exam and this time you have to be serious enough while writing your exams, okay? So let us continue the chapter. This is chapter 4, climate. Now first of all I just want to tell you the definition of climate and weather. I think common words you have heard, before also you have heard. Climate means, climate refer to the sum total of weather condition and variation over a large area for a long period of time, more than 30 years. For example, if India we are considering, India is a big country, large country, if we are considering India's climate, then the sum total condition, weather conditions, clear? Like we have summer also, we have winter also, we have rainy season also, these are all the weather conditions. So sum total of all those weather conditions and variation over a longer period of time. For example, for nearly 30 years, this is not exact time, appropriate time we have taken. So for nearly 30 years if we are thinking and we are counting, so that change would be counted as climate. Then weather means, weather refer to the state of atmosphere over an area at any point of time. Clear? For example, India's weather if we are telling, then overall what kind of weather in India we have. So according to state wise we have different kind of weather. Clear? Now the elements of weather and climate are the same. These two definitions children by heart you have to learn. No? Weather also and climate also. Now the element of weather and climate are the same. Now some of the elements we have to discuss, that how we have to count out what kind of weather, what kind of climate a particular country is having. So these are the factors. First one is temperature, then atmospheric pressure, then wind, then humidity and then precipitation. These are the 5 main things. On the basis of monthly atmospheric condition, the year is divided into season. Okay. So overall, no, that is overall area, overall country if we are going to see, then we are dividing the country's season into different types. First season is winter, second one is summer and third one is rainy season. Now climate control. The climate of any place depend on the following factor. So we have to see that how this climate changes. What are the things, what are the factors that can control the climate of a particular area. So first factor is latitude. I think this term latitude, longitude, altitude in my first chapter I have already discussed with you. So first one is latitude. This is a picture also, clear? Latitude, these type of lines, longitude, these type of lines. And altitude also, like from here 0 degrees there, from here if we go up it will change, if we go down it will change. This is altitude. Now latitude, the amount of solar energy received varies according to latitude due to the curvature of the earth. That is why air's temperature generally decreases from equator towards the pole. See, from this equator towards pole if we are moving, so temperature is going down, clear? Like the hotness of the area, it is going down. And then altitude, the atmosphere becomes less dense and temperature decreases when we go to the higher altitude from the earth's surface. Again I am telling you, from 0 degree if we started and we are going up, higher and higher. So definitely temperature is going down. And as temperature is going down, the area is less populated. Clear? It is very few people are living there. Okay. Then this is the season why hills are cooler during summer, and because of this altitude only, the area which are hilly areas we can say, okay, they are much more cooler, and in those type of areas only people are living less. Then third thing is pressure and wind system. The pressure and wind system of any area depend on the latitude and the altitude of the place. So, these two factors, this latitude and altitude, if we are talking about pressure and wind system, definitely it depends upon altitude also, it depends upon latitude also. It influences the temperature and rainfall pattern. Like, let us take example of India once again. If we are talking about the northeast states, clear, they are having the highest rainfall, and if we are moving toward the this run of Kutch, clear, or this Rajasthan area, so they are having least rainfall. This is the difference. Then the fourth factor is distance from the sea. The sea exerts a moderating influence on the climate. No? Most of you have reached the places where you have seen sea. No? Some differences you have seen, you have observed. This is because the sea definitely it influences the climate. Because of sea, climate changes. As the distance from the sea increases, its moderating influence decreases and people experience extreme weather condition. This is known as continentality, very hot during summer and cold during winter. When we are going near the sea areas, we are feeling that sea areas are almost hot. Clear? It is hot during which time? During summer time, and during winter time it is very cold, because this is the effect of sea on that particular area. Then the next thing is ocean currents. Ocean currents along with the onshore wind affect the climate of the coastal area. See, for example, in your map, let us take example of world map. Okay, you have seen some arrows over there. When I am talking about this ocean currents, today only you just open the Google and you type ocean currents. Then you are finding out some arrows would be there. This side, that side, upside, downside, arrows are there. Clear? Those arrows are ocean currents, means in which direction that currents are flowing. So, ocean currents along with the onshore wind affect the climate of coastal areas. Because of those winds, these currents are affected, and because of these currents, these coastal areas are affected. For example, any coastal area with warm or cold current pass, it will be warm and cool if the winds are there on onshore. Clear? If winds are there, according to that only that area would be cooler, that area would be hotter. Then next thing is relief feature. Relief feature play a very important role in determining the climate of a place. High mountain act as a barrier for cold or hot winds. Clear? Relief feature, children, before also I told you, if we are talking about plateaus, if we are talking about mountains, these are the relief feature. So, relief feature play an important role in determining the climate of a place. According to that relief feature, that particular place climate would be determined. High mountain act as a barrier for cold and hot winds. In our area, in our India, we are having Himalayas. Clear? Because of Himalayas only we are protected. Otherwise, our condition would be same as the European countries' condition. Clear? Because of those Himalayas only, those cold winds, we are protected from those cold winds which are coming from the other places to our country. And it may also cause the precipitation if they are high enough and lie in the path of rain bearing winds. Okay. Like this Garo, Khasi and Jayantis in the northeastern area, because of those high mountains only, the winds which are coming in that area, they are caught. Clear? And because they are caught, so most of the rainfall are in that particular areas. So, definitely it would affect that one also. And then the precipitation is in any form of moisture which fall to the earth. It includes rain, snow, hail and sleet. In these forms, these kind of relief features, with the help of these relief features, we are saying that it includes rain also, it includes snow also, hail also and sleet also. Now, up to there we have seen those factors. Now, I am telling you the factors which are affecting India's climate. This is overall world climate we are discussing. Now, let us come to India's climate. So, first factor is latitude. The Tropic of Cancer passes through the middle of the country from Run of Kutch in the west to Mizoram in the east. India's climate has characteristics of tropical as well as subtropical climate. See children, if our country's climate, if we are discussing, then what kind of climate we are having in terms of geography? We are having tropical areas or subtropical area. How to count this one? Let us see. this is 0 degree, clear? It is passes, this is Tropic of Cancer, it is passes from this area. According to this Tropic of Cancer only, our country's climate would be discussed. As I am telling you, latitude, so from the 0 degree, it is passes through, so it would be counted as latitude. As we are going higher, so next latitude and next latitude. Now, this is all about India. The next thing would be altitude. India has a mountain to the north and also has a vast coastal area where the maximum elevation is about 30 meters. Clear? We are having mountains in the northern area. Clear? You all know in the north it is almost covered with Himalayan region. And when we are moving toward the coastal area, in this western area we have coast also, where the maximum elevation is about 30 meters. Owing to the mountains, subcontinent experiences comparatively milder winter as compared to the Central Asia. Clear? So again this winter is affected from this one. The next one is pressure and winds. The climate and the weather condition in India are governed by following atmospheric condition: pressure and surface wind. So first one is, if we are talking about India's climate, first one is pressure and surface wind, upper air circulation, western cyclonic disturbances and tropical cyclone. These are the few things, on the basis of that only our winds are affected, pressure and winds are affected. Air moved from the high pressure area over the southern Indian Ocean in the southeasterly direction crosses the equator, then right toward the low pressure area over Indian subcontinent. This is all about the pressure of wind, how wind is flowing in our area. These are known as southwest monsoon winds. Clear? Children, please by heart the things. Most of the time this question is asked, what is the southwest mountain winds? These winds blow over the warm ocean, gather moisture and bring widespread rainfall over the territories of India. Because of the southwest mountain winds only, the rain which is occurring in our India, it comes. Clear? When this type of winds are passing through, they are carrying huge moisture in them, and when moisture content is higher, so in our India we have high rainfall. If it is lower, then we have low rainfall. Then next one is jet streams. Jet streams are the fast flowing, narrow, meandering air currents in the atmosphere. Jet stream, as the name itself says, these are the hot winds which are blow in our area. Now, the Indian monsoon. So children, I think up to here things are clear to you. Now this next topic, which is Indian monsoon, this I am going to talk in my next video. So till that time, thank you all of you.